Good evening, everybody. So, just let me introduce myself. I am Ruma, and we have started our innermost shift coaching with Alpha Stars on 14th of this month or something. 14th, 23rd of 23rd of this month, and just completed the session today. And I found this coaching for the first 3 days, where I was feeling like I know where did I come. I was not feeling like what was happening, and what I did not get anything for the first 3 days. And after that, I was feeling like maybe certain things which I am not aware of is being made aware of through this session. So internally certain shifts definitely happened. So I could relate to actually the innermost shift coaching name to it, and all thanks to Satsar and Shiri, and as well Prosperity, for their constant support. And whenever we had questions and clarity required for any particular thing, so they were very supportive, and then explained everything with diligence and all. And as per my participants are concerned, they are absolutely brilliant. We had lot of disagreements and differences, but actually we came to the same point afterwards, that it's all about innermost shift. All right, so that's about it. And like a wonderful experience, and just hope that I could be in that shift when I go out from this session today. So actual test would be from today onwards how I behave and how I do things. Whether I coach or not, that's a different issue, but it has to reflect first, and then I have to understand, I have to realize, and then I can go to the coaching or other things. So as I say this, yes, coaching is in my mind. So I was thinking of targeting the professionals and executives, since I am in a data science industry, analytics industry. From my own experience, I can tell you that the way I think is very robotic. Like, I think, okay, this is something, this is the parameter, this is thing, I'll be getting the result. I do not want to see what is going inside and how it will be, how it will be obtained. So in that I'm lost. So the same thing I feel that all the data science actually, data science professionals actually feel that way. They behave this way, the way I do, and that's the reason how I could connect to them. And due to this sort of robotic, behavior, there is a lot of, I cannot say issues, but there are a lot of differences maybe they see in their personal life, their family life, professional life, and spiritual life. So that's where it brought to my mind that why don't I guide those data science professionals through their innermost shift to become little less robotic and bring harmony to their this sort of personal, family, and spiritual, professional life as well. So that's the reason why I have given the name of my model as Mind Business. All right, it's all about the mind. All right, so though they are in the business, so they will be at once connected to the name business, and when it is mind, so definitely there will be something that what is mind business. So it will be intriguing to them, that I'll have to think about in my mind about it. Whatever I do it now, I do not know, but they'll be thinking something is about the mind. So when I develop the model, certain things come into my mind is, okay, I'm thinking about the professional executives, and the subset is the data science professionals, but where do I get these professionals? I'll have to first think of it. So I go to the thought process of how I'll be marketing this first of all. All right, so when I think about marketing step, first I think of my family, friends, relatives, my existing clients from my current profession, and then existing students from my current profession. All right, so these are my prospective clients right now, okay, who might be converted into deals. I do not know, it is just a 50% probability. So next, when I come to how actually I'll be going to penetrate markets, so I think about social media. All right, I think about print media. So when I talk about social media, I can think of Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and there are a lot of other social media that I can think of, and WhatsApp. So media, platforms where I can post or do the advertisements. Same with the print media. I can get into the print media. Right now I'm not thinking about other digital media like TVs and all. I'm not thinking about. So I'll be initially concentrating on this marketing strategy for social media, and with the social media and print media. Second thing that is I'm thinking about is marketing research, because I do not know exactly how I'll be getting the response. My understanding that okay, I'll be coaching these people, but will these people be ready? I'll have to find them ready. Like I have to make them ready or understand whether they are ready or not. So what is the market market value of my coaching or coaching industry as a whole? So in this case, I'll do market research. I'll use marketing research strategy. All right, to find out how valuable the market is presently in India first, and then I'll go to international market through this marketing research. Third thing, this is about growing the market whole. Third thing that I'll be using is marketing boosters. So this is nothing but conducting workshops that I'm also doing for my current profession now for analytics, and content marketing. Okay, so these 3 steps are initially in my mind when I'm going into the profession of coaching, life coaching. And now if I come back to the tools and all, so as you can see this ICF guidelines, probe gap, that is NLP programming, these are the building block. Okay, so whenever I develop the model, I'll have to keep in mind that the model that I'm doing or the coaching activity I'm doing, that has to be within these guidelines and the major tools and the formula. IC probe is a formula kind of thing, so formulation, if I can call it. So within this formulation and guidelines, right? Then if I go inside the tools that I'll be using for coaching these professionals, then I think of cause effectiveness, because as I do not know, like I'll be effective in a professional right now, personal or spiritual, or the clients that will be coming to me, what will be their requirement? I do not know this. So I have kept all the options open at this point. All right, and the tools also, I have kept all the tools ready here. All right, whenever something is required, I'll be picking up as per the relevance of the requirement. All right, so here inside, if you can see, you see the cause effective model, then breaking rules, developing perspective, then execution planning, that is mapping across, building commitments, visual squash, submodality, changing beliefs, all those are there. However, other tools like inner knowingness, ocean ecstasy, goal setting and pattern interrupt, these are all pervasive. Whatever tool we use for solving a particular problem or issue will have to touch upon each and everything depending on the requirement. So these are all pervasive between the tools, whatever is required. So this is my idea that how I'll be using the coaching tools. All right, and focus area, as I said, this is how, and I have not developed anything for how I'll be doing the coaching at present. This is not in my mind, this is totally separate thing. So this is the initial setup I can think of with the mind business that I'll be conducting with the professionals, mainly data science professionals.
So let's say